I'm reading this really terrifying thing called NanQuest, and I think right now there are only 5 parts, and they're not all finished yet. Well, everything up until 5 is finished. 5th one is what's currently going on. I'm mostly done with it, but I'm so terrified. So, since I'm enjoying the fact that I'm being a pansy baby, I figure someone can enjoy me being a pansy baby too. I'm so scared. Okay. Everything's getting dark. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Nan reaches out, but Lorenzo and the courtyard are already gone. In the darkness, Nan can only see Santiago, who looms over her, holding the dimmed lantern. He was pissed about the lantern. Where did he suddenly get it from? She had the lantern. He says Nan is on her own now, and he's going to take the lantern. Oh, he's an ass. He'd love to stay and have more fun with her, but it's not a good time to stay in one place. That's all he's got is the lantern? Alright, whatevs. He wanted to make her happy a moment ago. Now he's like, rah. Oh, I'm basically at the end of part 4. Nan apologizes, to which Santiago only laughs. As he runs off into the darkness, disappearing from sight, he calls back to her. He says she's quite mistaken. There's no need to apologize. After all, whatever she saw, it's her problem, not his. So turning on the lantern is what caused that flashback? I guess it's a flashback. It's not her flashback, but it's a flashback in time. She turned on this lantern after Dude Thing just told her that she needs to... Sorry, I'm closing off old pictures from it. Anyway, she turns on this lantern after he's just given her this big speech about you need to be learning how to feel safe in the darkness. And she's like, okay, teach me how. He's like, just don't be afraid. I can't really teach you this. So they're running through the hallway, trying to get to a safe place. And she's like, oh, look, a lantern, and it's dimmed. So, being the idiot she is, she grabs it, turns it up, and Santiago's like, what are you doing? And the room goes blinding white with the light, and you can see the monsters just for a moment, and then suddenly she's in the courtyard before the hotel exists. I know you don't know what I'm talking about unless you've read through this. But she's in the courtyard, and it's a flashback to before the hotel exists. And there's this nice traveler, and she's talking to him. He's like, I'm going to talk to the Padre. And the Padre is one of the scary monster things that you need to especially be afraid of. And she's like, I need to find out more about this. Can I go with you? And the guy's like, sure, here he is now. And the closer it gets, the darker the scene becomes. And suddenly she's back in the hallway. And Santiago's like, well, bye. Got the lantern, gone. So, let us start part 5. Actually, let me reopen that closed tab and see when the last post for part 4 was. Because one of the posts I saw was from like 2010. Why is this being uploaded so slowly? This says 2010 as well. So what's part 5? Part 5, what's the first post from? 2011. Why is it taking so long to post these? I don't want to get into this if it's gonna, be years for me to see anything. When is the very last post for this without me looking and ruining shit? 2012, February 22nd. What the fuck? Why so long? Okay, I saw a flash of red going through. Anyway. Beginning of chapter 5. Santiago has run off, taking the lantern with him, leaving Nan in the darkness of the 3rd floor hall just outside the sunset room. The heavy, ragged breathing and shuffling footsteps have gone quiet. All that remains is silence and the placeless echo of Nan's vision of the terracotta courtyard. Alright. Okay, next. Nan stands up and begins feeling along the wall. She rechecks her inventory to find ballpoint pen, Phillips head screwdriver, magnifying glass, and a check for services rendered at the Fun Family Arcade. It appears her cross pendant is still missing. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think it was going to do her any good ever anyway, so... Nan continues along the wall and finds something that feels like a button. Please be a button. Don't be like someone's ripped out eyeball. Nan presses the button and the elevator doors open. Kim screams and then sighs in relief, lowering her taser. It's just Nan after all. So Kim, there are two people in this elevator. You can't see them, but I can. One is Kim, who I think is a rabbit, and the other one is Anderson. I don't know what animal he is. He might be a bear, but I don't know that. But there are a couple of people she met earlier that are also in this situation. Nan steps into the elevator and delivers the grim news about Anna's fate. Yeah, Anna got ripped to fucking pieces. Evidently, Anderson and Kim were not aware, and Kim gasps in tragic realization. Stuff happening outside my door. Anderson seems angry. He says this is why they slept in shifts. Who was Anna staying up with? Ooh, Anna was up with Pablo. Surely they don't think Pablo did anything to her. Because even when Nan woke up, the room was freaking empty. It's not her fault. They all abandoned her. Let's see. Pablo had the shift with Anna. After they woke up Anna and Pablo for their shift, they took a short nap and then headed out to look for Santiago. Kim groans. That means Pablo could be dead too. Anderson says that's definitely one possibility. What is going on in this picture? I guess she's just stepping into the elevator. Nan asks if anyone understands what's going on and how she suddenly wound up somewhere else. Kim asks where exactly it was she wound up. The lights come back on with a quiet hum. Well, that's good that there's light. They're standing on that rug. Is there something under that rug? Nan explains her dreams, which brought her to a strange place where she saw Pablo, then to the terracotta courtyard. Kim's face seems to darken at the discussion of Pablo's behavior, but comforts Nan. It was just a dream, after all. Anderson says nothing. Nan explains her ordeal after waking up, how she was chased and led around. Kim asks what part of that constitutes a space-time oddity if she just moved around. Finally, Nan suggests that they take the elevator back to the safe room. Anderson replies that the safe room is on the 3rd floor, where they already are. He studies Nan quietly, then asks if she's sure she's alright. Why? Because she doesn't know what floor they're on? Dude, she's been through a lot of shit. It's totally fine that she doesn't know what floor you're fucking on. Anyway. Nan considers her situation. Perhaps she's a little confused. She was being chased by the Pilgrim. She must have just gotten turned around. So the Pilgrim, before we continue, is the scary road motherfucker. He's just bones. He's a skeleton that looks like, I want to say an ox, like an ox skeleton, a skull. But it may not, I don't know my animals. It's what you see in the cartoon westerns that are always just kind of sitting in the sand. And you're like, alright, that's going down. So it's that thing. And she comes out into the hallway. They were supposed to be sleeping in shifts, and people were supposed to be staying up watching. She wakes up, everybody's gone. There were a total of 6 people when she went to sleep. All of them gone. Goes out into the hall, and she sees a body slumped on the floor in one of the people's hats. And it's Anna's hat, and she's like, ah, crap, who's that body slumped over there? And what is that thing leaning over the body, doing something to the hands? So she gets closer, and it's Anna, and her face has been eaten off. Her face is gone. And you can see, like, her teeth, they're covered in blood. And then it's animated. This picture is animated. Huh. And this thing just, I'm assuming it's chewing at this point. That's the only thing that makes sense. And then it just slowly turns around and it's this skull, and you're like, ah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, continuing on with the story. Anna was here, she's sure of it, but now the hallway's empty. Oh, this is the hallway where Anna was supposed to be slumped dead. The bloodstain's gone, body's not there, hat's gone, Pilgrim isn't there, the thing that was eating her. Buh! Nana asks if there used to be a Spanish mission here. Anderson says there was. When he was a boy, its ruins were here. Huh. Burnt to the ground some time ago, cleared out years later in preparation for the hotel. Oh, the body's gone. I don't like it. Nan asks why it was burnt down. Anderson says he doesn't know. It happened before he was born. Nan returns to the safe room. So they walk back into the safe room, the room that she woke up, well, she was supposed to wake up in when she had fallen asleep. It's where they all were. But on the wall over the bed, there was a picture frame they ripped off the picture for whatever reason. But now there's a message in it that says, "I'm sorry." It's like, guys, what's going on? There doesn't appear to be any more to the note. The markings on the room haven't changed from the last time. Faint ashy trails leading up to the walls. Why are there faint ashy trails leading up the walls? No. Go back to that picture. Okay. Maybe it was written with a cigar. But the only one that smokes is Anderson, and Anderson's with them. I don't understand. So there are ashy marks along the wall and over the picture frame, too. Nan checks the bathroom, but it's empty. No one else is here. Is there anything going on in this bathroom? Is everything fine? Don't look in the fucking mirror, bitch. Don't do it. Santiago, when she was with him, he was like, if you want to be afraid, look in the mirror. No. We've already looked in the mirror before, and that shit got real bad real fast. Let's see. Nan looks at herself in the mirror. Bitch, we just said don't do that. Why are you looking in the mirror? Please note, it's a really big fucking mirror. And half of it's already shattered. I don't know who did that or why. But they were smart. Should have broke the whole damn thing. Ah! Nan turns around, but there's no one behind her. I'm so scared. Nan touches her head. There is a dull pain there. Oh no, an eye is gonna sprout out. Oh! Okay, so the drawing, I'm just assuming this is what's going on, but since the mirror was cracked, when she was looking in it, her reflection, part of it was in that broken mirror. So now she's saying her head hurts, and the drawing has her clutching her head, and there are these thin red lines marking the same exact shape of the broken mirror. And her reflection behind her has that chunk of her head just cut out. Ah! You would think, like, stick figures, it's not legitimately just plain-ass stick figure. But it's enough stick figure that you're like, this shouldn't freak you out. It's fucking creepy as all get out. Oh my goodness. Ah! The reflection is still staring at her. Nan decides to exit the safe house bathroom. Yeah, bitch, go. I don't like this. Her reflection is still staring at her with the chunk missing out of its head. Nan re-enters the third floor safe house. Okay, she's entered the room again. Kim is sitting on the bed and Anderson is standing off to the side. Nan wants the others to be careful around the mirror. She still feels a dull pain in her forehead. Anderson asks if they all plan on just sitting here until they die. Kim says they have enough food and water here to last them for a while, and the room seems safe so far, so it might be best to just wait for rescue. Just wait for rescue. Damn damsel in distress syndrome. Nan says rescue is not coming. Thank you. Nothing here seems certain, but that's about as sure as she can be about anything. Nan asks if anyone has keys. Most of the rooms appear locked or barred. Kim says she has a key to something called the Anasazi Lounge? Anasazi. She found it in her room when she first got here. Nan can have it. Kim doesn't even know where the lounge is. So she just passes the key over. Nothing special to note in that picture. Nan takes the Anasazi Lounge key from Kim. I think I just said that differently. Kim says Nan can go, but she's staying here where she's been safe for the past several days. Besides, she still has no idea where the lounge is. Anderson says he doesn't want to leave either of them alone, but clearly he'll have to choose who to stay with. I would say go with Nan, simply because she's going out, and the lights in this room seem to stay on all the time, which is great. So go with Nan. She needs protection, or at least some help. Oh, I didn't click and look at that picture, did I? Click. Nothing new in this picture, I don't think. So you have to look carefully at the pictures, because every now and then you're like, that's a hand sneaking around the corner, oh my gosh, you need to move. But it's just, you barely see it, and it's like, Stupid Nan. Nan decides to head out on her own, as Kim seems set on staying here. Anderson offers her a lead pipe as a weapon. Scrounging through the drawers, she recovers a flashlight. Woo! We have light. Sweet. Look at the picture. Anything crazy going on? That's a big-ass lead pipe. I feel like that would be my height. So Nan takes the items and steps out into the third-floor hallway. Where to? Okay, standing in the hall. No weird shit. Nan heads for the elevator. Perhaps the Anasazi lounge is on the second floor. We haven't been there yet. We've only been on the ground floor and the third floor. We've never been in between. The lights at the end of the hall have gone out. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. She's standing at the end of the hall. She's only got one way to go. That's the only exit. And the Padre is at the other end of the hall watching her. She's got her back to him. Nan shines her flashlight. The result is not entirely as expected. That's not the Padre, is it? Is that just a coat rack? I think that's just a coat rack dressed up. See, Nan hesitates and attempts to greet the Padre. It's animated. It's animated. It's animated. It's animated. Is that it? Okay. It's totally something alive. It's not a coat rack. It's so thin, though. It doesn't... I don't remember him being that thin, but it's just standing there and it's like... Maybe it's not anything at all. And then he spins and he has a fire poker as a weapon. He smashes it into the wall. Shatters the shit out of the... Ugh. Oh god, the next thing is animated too. Nan's mode of exit are quickly narrowed. What does he do? What does he do? Oh! What is that? What is that? I don't know, it just happened. It shows three... what are they called in hotel room doorways? Oh, the safe room is blocked. I can't tell if it's blood, or massive sticky spiderweb, or just shadow monster gunk. I don't know. Anyway, those three doors are blocked off. Something appears to be blocking the stairs. It's also animated. It's also animated. It's also animated. Ah! Okay, that's the shadow shit. At the very beginning, one of the first things that follows her is this deep, dark, black cloud that just, it's smoke, and it moves really, really fast. So that's coming up the steps. That's probably what's blocking those three doors, too. Darkness covers the hall as the lights go out one by one. Nan glances to the elevator, considering her options. One light is left on. But where's that light coming from? The light hasn't really been our friend, even though it's supposed to be. Nan backs away slowly. The Padre begins to run. Oh no. God, it's like a scarecrow, but worse. It's... I don't even know how to describe. I don't even know. I thought Slender Man was bad. This shit's worse. Oh no, it's animated too. Nan flees to the elevator. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Manually close those fucking doors, okay? Okay. She's in the elevator. Okay. Nan slams the button for the ground floor. I thought we were going to the second floor. Shit, oh shit. Oh! Oh god, what's in the elevator with you? What is that thing? What is that thing? It has her, she slams the button. You see the claw of the Padre and the doors close. And you're like, okay, he's not in. And then she turns around and there's this silhouette figure, like a shadow silhouette. And she's just staring at it. It's like, oh no, oh no. Oh good, it's just on the wall. On the wall of the elevator is a figure vaguely resembling a person. It is marked directly on the surface, and its texture is worn, aged, unevenly speckled. Whether it's been painted or otherwise imprinted is unclear. Okay, so it's not gonna hurt us as far as we know. Let me close some of these tabs really quick. I don't want to see the animation. I don't want to see it again. It terrifies the shit out of me. Like, the animations start out and they're not that bad. You're like, oh yeah, that's kind of scary. And then it gets bad and you're shaking. Like, I don't know if Weaver has any other games. That's the guy that's made this. But Ruby Quest was not that bad. It had maybe 2 or 3 animations here and there, and they jarred you a little bit and they freaked you out. but otherwise it was just a little jolt. These things, they get inside your mind, and they work you into insanity. Okay. The elevator begins to move, descending slowly. Nan pokes the strange mark with her lead pipe, but it's just like poking the wall. The elevator stalls for a second and then continues downward. Did it stall because you poked it? That's weird. Or perhaps what? That would be so weird. See, the girl that got killed, Anne, she ran the elevator. I hope that silhouette isn't like... I mean, Anna. That's what... whatever, it doesn't even matter. But she used to run the elevator, that was her job. Nan says hello, but there is no response of any kind. She says Anna's name, but still there is no response. The elevator passes the second floor without incident and chimes once. I thought we wanted to get off at the second floor. What up? I don't know why she suddenly decided ground floor. Nan waits until the elevator reaches the ground floor. It chimes once. The doors open. The lights appear to be on out in the hall. The marking is dark, its texture aged and mottled. On closer inspection, it almost seems to be a mottled burn mark. A burn mark? Almost a burn mark, not a burn mark, so... Don't freak out yet. Nan reaches forward and tries to chip off a piece of the dark mark on the wall. Something doesn't feel quite right. Oh, bitch, please just leave shit alone. She did it again. So now she's been transported, who knows where. She could be in a different year or something. Nan is ... somewhere. I guess this is another flashback. I can't tell if that's Nan or someone else. But she's standing on this platform. There's a ladder to her left. I don't know what these are. There's some crisscrossing beams, I guess, above her head. And a pulley in front of her. And there's a guy operating something that has to do with the pulley. And I think that might be... That can't be another ladder. It might be a grate beneath him. Like on the wall below. Elevator shaft? It must be the elevator shaft. That could be the elevator shaft. Yep. Below is a dirty old elevator shaft. The elevator car sits at the bottom, but given the proportions, it doesn't feel like the same elevator. Nan walks over and asks Anna what she's doing. Anna? She's gone back in time, apparently. But Anna is too busy with her work to respond. A voice comes from below, distant and echoing. The source cannot be seen. The voice asks Anna if she's done yet. Anna replies that she's almost done. She calls the voice Mr. Bowerman? Bowerman. Okay, nothing in that picture looks weird. Continuing on. Anna drops her screwdriver. And it tumbles down the elevator shaft below. She curses quietly, reaching out for it in vain. After a moment, she sighs, rummaging through her toolbox. I got a weird accent there. Unable to find whatever she was looking for, Anna mutters that should be fine anyway. No, chick, that's a fucking elevator. People get on that shit with the... I know it's just 3 stories. So far, that's all we know how tall the building is. But that's a long drop, especially in a big metal box. It's not fine. You need to find the screwdriver, you need to fix your shit. This is your job, and people will die. Oh good, Nan is a good person. Nan offers Anna the screwdriver, but as it does not seem to catch her attention, she places it in Anna's toolbox. Anna rummages past it, then picks it up, commenting that it appears she did have a spare after all. She gets back to work. Good, bitch. Fix your shit. Anna finishes her work a minute later, muttering that's as tight as it's going to get. She packs up her tools and goes to the ladder, descending carefully. She calls out that she's coming back down now. Okay, nothing strange in the picture, just going down the ladder. Nan follows after Anna, heading towards the ladder. Nan is suddenly somewhere else. Nan is back in the hotel elevator. And the mark is gone from the wall. That's interesting. So what did that do in present time? That's weird. Alright. I guess we get out of the elevator. Nan exits the elevator and steps onto the main landing at the ground floor. The lights are still on for now. So you exit the elevator, and to her right, there's the janitor's closet. And to the right of that, there's a painting. I don't know what it's of. But after that, there's the archway to go into the lobby of the hotel. And in that lobby, there's the chandelier overhead. And it's really weird. It's got a cord, not hidden, along the ceiling that goes through a hole in the wall that connects back through where the doorway is that separates it from the elevator. And the cord comes down and into the janitor's closet. We haven't been in the closet yet to see what on earth is going on with this cord. So, that's always interesting. Okay, we're looking at the painting now. Nan examines the seaside painting. It depicts some sort of very primitive-looking building made of stone, or perhaps clay, standing on a cliff by the seaside. A strange tower, perhaps some kind of lighthouse, stands beside it with a great bonfire burning atop of it. The majority of the painting is dominated by a very bleak and very grey sea. Look at the picture. Yep. I guess that's a building, a lighthouse or something. Nan opens the janitor's closet door. Oh, we can go in now? It appears to be more than just a closet. It opens to a steep, narrow stairway. Somewhere at the other end of the darkness below is a faint, shimmering light. This is sketchy. The door has been locked every single time we've tried it. We've tried it at least 3 times. Pablo, the guy that was doing the shift with Anna, he has a key to it because he was hired to be the janitor before he got trapped in the hotel. Oh no! Nan descends into the dim stairwell. So now that the door is open, we can see the cord spiraling down, I guess down the stairwell that goes to the chandelier. Ugh. Nan has entered the janitor's closet. This looks like a boiler room. There's soot everywhere. I think it's soot. It could be mold, but I'm going to pretend it's soot. Nan squints against the hazy darkness and shines her flashlight up into the thick smoke that lingers overhead. Okay, it's smoke. Excuse me. The weak beam of light barely fights back the choking black fog, but it's enough to see past the soot-caked water tanks and into the mess of crisscrossed pipes up above. Nan's eyes follow the electrical wire from the chandelier outside. It strings across the wall, high up, and comes down on the opposite wall, entering an electric box near the furnace. Let's look at the picture. I don't see the wire. No, I think I see the wire. It's really hard to tell because of all the smoke. Okay, go down. Nan inspects the laid-out supplies. Several tins of canned food and some bottled water are here. It looks like someone's stash. Also present are a few cigarettes. That's weird. Why cigarettes? There's only one person that smokes, and he smokes cigars, not cigs. Oh, this is weird. Nan shines her flashlight behind the tanks, and a familiar voice calls out in return as Henry steps into the light. "Oh, thank God, it is you," he says with a sigh of relief. Henry wipes his brow, covered in sweat. He has a few minor injuries. He says he can't believe Nan's still alright. He says that he was worried What? They made a typo here, so I have to guess at what they were trying to say. He says, was worried it was that skeleton-faced thing coming back. Okay, maybe it's not a typo. It's just a weird sentence in general. Okay, so Henry, when she very, very first comes to the hotel, she's there on a job. She's a repairman. Woman. Repair-a-goat. And she was there to fix an outlet in one of the rooms. That was it. So she goes to the room because at the front desk it's like, be back in 30 minutes. She's like, I could fix this before then. So she goes. She fixes it. And when she had walked down the hallway, someone peered out the door at her. And before she could turn around, they were back inside, but it was him, and he was admiring her because he thinks she's cute, and I think it's adorable. And she ended up getting scared, like the lights went out in the hallway, and she ended up going into his room, and from then on they had been friends. And then something happened, and there was a time jump, and she wakes up in bed, and her boyfriend sits up, and it's him, it's Henry, and he's like, honey, are you alright? And she's like, I'm fine, I think I had a nightmare, I don't know what's going on. And she says something about making breakfast, and she goes to walk out the door, and she's back in the hotel lobby. It's another time jump. So, I'm just telling you that so you know where Henry came from. I'm not going to tell you anything else because it'll take forever. But yeah, that's who Henry is. So we don't know if he's actually her boyfriend or if he's still just this random guy that stayed in the hotel. Like, we don't think they have a history whatsoever. Nan decides to hold off on Henry even if she is relieved to see him. Now is not the place or time. Nan recovers some food and water from the supply stash and also takes some unopened packs of cigarettes. Why? Henry explains what's been going on. He says when he woke up in the room, Pablo and Anna were already gone. He heard screams out in the hall, so he tried to wake Nan, but she was having some kind of nightmare. She tossed and turned, muttered something, and he couldn't wake her up, so he ran out to see for himself. Out in the hall he found Anna freshly killed and tried to approach, when the skeleton-faced creature attacked him. He ran down the stairs to escape and came here, where the others had said there was food and water, to try and take and hide here and wait out the danger. It was locked, so he smashed the door open with his chair-leg club and took shelter. He hid when he heard someone coming in, thinking it might be that skull-face thing, and now here we are. The only thing iffy with that story, I guess it's not iffy because of the time jump shit, but Anna has been killed, I would venture a guess, at least 30 minutes ago? Surely it didn't take him that long to ride an elevator down and get into this room and shit. I don't understand. The time jumps make it really weird and hard to follow. Okay, nothing weird in the picture that I see. Nan asks how long ago this was. Henry says he's not sure. Less than an hour, probably. About half an hour is what I say. Nan asks how Henry took the stairs if there are no stairs on the first floor. Henry says of course there are. Henry says he has no idea if there are any hidden passages or secrets around here. See, I'm almost positive I haven't gone back to look because I'm lazy. I'm seeing shit because I'm tired and freaking out over this. But I'm pretty sure when she very, very first got to the hotel, where the painting is, the seaside painting she looked at before she went down the janitor's closet, I'm pretty sure that used to be a staircase when she very, very first got in there before any time jumps happened. I need to go check once I'm done reading all of what's here so far. Let's see. Where's the next post? Damn 4chan people. So it's a picture of them still in the boiler room. All it says, someone in the room has said, help. So that's fun. How's this gonna go down? Oh! What's going on? Help me. It's the same little voice. Nan investigates the voice coming from the smoldering furnace. It's in the furnace? Help me, Nan. Get me out. I'm still alive. For the love of God, get me out. Kim is in the furnace. Why the fuck is Kim in the furnace? Kim was with Anderson. Why did Anderson not protect you? Badass motherfucker with a gun. Anderson got a fucking gun. He ain't got no reason to have lost this chick. Kim is badly burned. Ugh. Nan quickly kneels down, trying to pull off the rusty grate covering the immense furnace. Nan turns to look at Henry. Henry stands frozen. He swears he didn't put her in there. He swears. Sketch, sketch, sketch. Nan demands Henry to help her. He does not move. Nan pulls the grate open. Because she's a goat. Within the walls of the room, something loud and metallic rattles. There is a strange noise. Nan asks Kim how she got in there. She says he put her in there. She begs for help. Kim struggles. She screams that her leg is still stuck. See, I'm so iffy on this because the furnace is dark, and those things like to live in the dark. And the last time something was stuck in the dark, it was because a monster from the darkness was holding it. I don't think we should help get her out. Ah! I'm so sorry! The entire room shudders as the furnace kicks on. Kim has just been engulfed in fucking flames. That bitch is gone. She's dead. There's no way. There's no way she would suffer for the rest of her life. Oh, I'm so sorry, you poor stupid bastard. Kim screams in agony. She claws at the furnace fixture, trying to drag herself out of the fire. I'm not gonna scream this, but basically she's just screaming, don't let me die here, help me, get me out, for the love of God, for the love of God. I don't like the bitch. But nobody should die like that. Oh, that's terrible. Nan and Kim... How's that bitch able to do anything? She's burning. Nan and Kim grab each other by the wrist and pull. She's stuck. They pull harder. She's gotta be engulfed in flames. There's no way you could pull her out. Henry just standing there like a tool. Okay, never mind. I thought it was moving. I was like, why is it moving? Oh, what? Okay, so the next picture. What's going on? I heard screaming. So basically, we've got Nan knelt on the ground in front of this furnace. She's ripped the grate off of it. She's holding Kim by the wrist, and Kim's got her by the wrist, and they're pulling her out, hopefully. Henry is standing, like, right beside her, and they look over their shoulders, and Kim is standing in the doorway, and she's like, what's going on? I heard some screaming. So who's she holding in the friggin' furnace? Oh God, what's holding you? It's just a picture. It doesn't say that it's animated. Please don't be animated. I don't know if I can handle this. Okay, it's not animated. It's just Nan looking into the furnace, and she's like, I don't see anyone here anymore, but she's still holding someone's wrist, and someone is holding her wrist. This is terrifying. Like, you can't make out a face or anything. Oh, it's so scary. The next picture, she's being pulled a little closer into the furnace. The hand is still pulling, is all it says. Nan continues to pull, but the counter pull is stronger. Something is wrong. She's about to be pulled into this thing and burned alive. Oh God. It's got her with both hands now, whatever it is. I'm so scared. Oh, there are more hands! There are more hands! Nan calls for help. Henry and Kim grab her by the shoulders and drag her away. The grip on her arm is broken. So she's been pulled free. There are 4 hands reaching out to try to grab her. The furnace shuts off. Everything's gone. The hands are gone. The fire's out. Slam that grate back on that motherfucker. Get out, get out, get out. The furnace dies, leaving nothing, not even ashes. The boiler room grows dark and cold. Oh shit, the monsters are coming, the monsters are coming. Better get out, bitch. God, don't help people! This is the moral of the story. When you're trapped in a freaky-ass Hotel California, you don't help people, you don't be nice. I don't care if you're a good person. I'm a good person. I'm gonna leave your ass there, you're gonna die. Every fucking person for themselves. Gah, it's not worth it. You're gonna get eaten alive. Nan leaves the flashlight off. After staring at the fire, it takes a moment for her vision to readjust to the dim boiler room. Okay, nothing creepy in the room? I think they slammed the grate back on it, because that's what the picture shows. Nan leaves the boiler room with Kim and Henry. Okay, picture. Just the empty boiler room. Alright. Let me close some of these tabs. Do you not understand why I'm freaking out now? I don't want to watch any animations. I don't think there were any, but just covering it up in case. This is some scary shit. If you saw the images, it's worse. And again, stick figures pretty much. Scary ass stick figures. Oh shit, I did something. That's enough tabs. Just continue. Nan, Henry, and Kim arrive at the first floor landing. Anderson is here keeping watch. He is armed. Nan asks Henry if he saw what she did. He replies that he thought he saw Kim in the furnace, but now it's clear that's impossible. On the other hand, he says plenty of what they've seen already should be impossible. Okay, nothing freaky going on. They're all just standing out in front of the elevator and the janitor's closet door. Nan tells Kim what she witnessed in the boiler room. Kim is quiet for a moment and then asks what made Nan think it was her and not the hotel itself. She's right here, and it seems whatever was in that furnace wasn't trying to get out, it was only trying to pull her in. Kim says it doesn't sound like an omen, it sounds like a trap. Nan leads the group into the hotel lobby, where all the shit started. There's something in the cubby! Get it out! Maybe it's helpful. Nan asks Henry about his specific denial. He shakes his head and says that there's already enough suspicion going around. He was the only other person in the room, so he thought it was natural Nan would suspect him. Nan explains her encounter with herself earlier as a point of comparison, but Kim doesn't seem worried. She says omens are one thing, but as long as they're alive, they have free will. She seems intent on believing it was the hotel trying to get Nan, and that it only looked like her as a means to an end. In light of whatever just happened, Nan suggests passcodes. But she's not far into explaining her idea when Anderson interrupts. He asks Nan if she hasn't been paying attention all along. Look around. This place knows who we are, where we are. It's watching right now. You want to talk trust? He's got a better plan. Trust no one. Exactly! Every fucking person for himself. What you have to understand about Anderson is he's, I don't remember if it said ex or retired. I think there's a big difference in the two words, but either way, he used to be a U.S. Marshal. So the man's killed people before. He's like, you know what? Just don't trust anybody. Nan retrieves the decorative totem from its slot in the mailbox of room 117. It seems like lost items have a habit of finding their way here. So, the safe room that I mentioned earlier, where everyone was sleeping and they were taking shifts, outside there was a table. Normally there are vases, whatever, on the tables with flowers in them. Outside this room, there was this weird decorative totem thing. So she eventually just picked it up and took it with her and lost it in her inventory at one point when there was a time swap. And she's refound it just now. Henry is wearing the cross necklace. As for the totem, no one appears to recognize it. Excuse me. Turning it over, Nan finds something scratched into the base. Nan uses the magnifying glass. Pablo. That's sketchy. It says Pablo on the bottom. Anderson tells Nan that he and Kim are heading back to the third floor safe room. They only came out because Dan had been gone for a while and they wanted to make sure she was alright. If she wants to come back, she's welcome to, but he's going to stay with Kim to make sure she gets back alright. If Nan wants to keep exploring, that's her business. Henry offers to stay with Nan. Look at the picture. Anything creepy going on? No? We're good? Okay. Nan decides on a long overdue check of her inventory. She is carrying a pen, a magnifying glass, check from Fun Family Arcade, a strange totem, flashlight, lead pipe, and the key to Anasazi Lounge. She got 7 of her 8 slots filled up. Henry gives Kim and Anderson most of the supplies that he's gathered from the boiler room, and they head back to the safe room. Nan and Henry head to room 117. Nan asks Henry if he knows where the Anasazi Lounge is, and he says that it might be on the second floor, since he hasn't seen any entrances like that on the first and third. Henry asks Nan what it is that she's looking for in room 117. Room 117, by the way, is the room that she fixed the outlet in at the very, very, very beginning. Nan says she needs to find Pablo, even some trace of him. Nan and Henry open the door to room 117. Okay. So, everything is terrible. Room 117 is completely empty now. The bed is gone. The dressers and the cabinets are gone. And when there was the first time switch, I think it was the first, it was one of the very first few, she met Pablo. And he had an axe, and she was afraid of him, and he explained some things to her. And then she thought she saw something move behind one of the drawers. Whatever the fuck the thing is called, the drawers go in. Cabinet, whatever. Stuff you put clothes in. And it ended up being a mouse in a hole where the outlet had used to be. And ever since then, the hole's been getting bigger. Now it's probably 2 feet high, at least 1.5 feet wide. It's slowly consuming that wall. Both of the light fixtures on the ceiling are broken, and I'm guessing that's the back of the picture frame that used to be hanging over the bed, but it's standing up rectangular ways, and there's blood splattered all over it. That's fun. No sign of Pablo, but Nan's seen this before. A tall, flat canvas streaked red. The light switch doesn't work. The lights are broken. Not shattered. Melted? Those are totally shattered. They don't look melted to me. Okay. Nothing new in the picture. Please don't climb in the fucking hole. While Henry checks the bathroom, Nan pulls the large canvas out a little, checking behind it. But there's nothing but a blank wall on the wood-braced back of the canvas. Henry says the bathroom is empty. Get away from the mirror, fool! The tacky red substance on the canvas comes off on Nan's hand. It's paint. Oh good, it's not blood. It's just paint. It's just paint. It's good. I don't know why someone decided to do that, asswipe. Nan shines the flashlight into the hole from a safe distance. It's a short tunnel, perhaps 6 feet deep, and narrows a bit near the end. It's unobstructed. There appears to be a room on the far side. Nan can't make out much from here, save what could be wooden furniture. A bench, perhaps. Might be the Anasazi lounge. No, it would just... that room goes immediately into room 116. No, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Room 117 is the last room on the hall. How is there anything on that side? I don't understand, unless it goes outside. Nan crouches down and crawls through the narrow tunnel. Henry follows close behind, keeping one hand on Nan's ankle to maintain physical contact. So they're crawling through. Nan has entered the chapel. There's a chapel? That's terrifying, because all I can think is the Padre is probably chilling in the chapel somewhere. That's probably his main domain. Nan peeks through the tunnel behind her. Henry is still following, waiting for Nan to go through. Nan relays what she sees, which includes a podium, single pew, cross, cross, and stained glass window. Though there is clearly something wrong with the window. Henry confirms and suggests it's almost to be expected by now. What's wrong with the window? There's nothing wrong with the window. The stained glass window? Oh, the stained glass window. I don't know what I thought was going on. So the stained glass window is right above the cross, that's right above the podium, that's right above the pew. And the window has like the shadow stuff moving over it. It could be outside, but it also could be inside. Oh no, the next thing is animated. Nan enters the chapel to examine the book on the podium. Okay, if it's just a book, it's probably okay, right? Oh god! Oh god! What just happened? Oh fuck! She comes out of the hole. I don't understand. Did Henry just get squashed? I don't understand what just happened here. She gets out. Ugh. Let me go back and look at a picture of the chapel. So right beside the hole, I don't even know what that is. There's something like a wardrobe, but smaller, thinner, standing up beside the hole. She gets out. I don't know if she bumped it. I don't guess she did. It falls over, and I think it squished the fuck out of Henry. And she looks up, and Santiago is standing there, and he looks pissed as all fucking get out. Let me look at this one more time. She gets out. He pushed that. Oh, God. I think it's just his arm. I think only his arm has been injured. Oh, fuck. He's grabbed her. He slammed her against the wall. Listen to me, you little bitch. Obviously, you didn't take the hint last time, so let me spell it out for you. You are ruining things here. The hotel can abide a guest or two, but if you attack it, as you have been doing, it will defend itself with violence. It will fight back, and it will win. And anyone can be caught in the crossfire. You can't fight this. You can't help anyone. God, he's terrifying. I don't know what animal he is. He looks like a fox. He might be a fox. Or, I don't know. God, he's still yelling at her. It's like a close shot of his face. If you insist on bringing light to the darkness, realize you won't always like what you find. Some things are better left in the dark, Nan. Some things should never be brought to light. If you continue to work against the hotel, it will retaliate in kind, and you will put us all in the line of fire. If I have to kill you myself to stop this war, I will. Don't think I will hesitate for even 1 second. God, he's a terrifying mofo. Like, dude is certifiably insane. He really legit is. If you read this, you'll see. Nan says she has not intentionally attacked the hotel in any way she was aware of, but she has fought and she will continue to fight for her survival. If this place is truly freedom, she says, she would have the freedom not to go quietly into the darkness. Santiago growls, then roars. He spins around, throwing Nan at the pulpit. Boss fight. He's pinned her up against the podium, it looks like. Nan goes for her lead pipe, but he overpowers her, grabs her wrist. Santiago bares his teeth, scowls. Disobedient child, bad little girl. If you won't do as you're told, then you'll have to be punished. Dude is crazy. Dude is fucking crazy. Is he ripping her shirt off, the motherfucker? Rapist? Ah! Santiago bites Nan's arm. Nan tries to headbutt Santiago, but he's too close for it to be very effective. Nan reacts quickly, slamming her knee into Santiago's groin. He barely reacts. Well, that's fun. The shadow stuff is closing in around them, it looks like. Did he rip her shirt off? That's a belly button. Goat or otherwise, that's a belly button. I think he's about to rape her. Nan stomps her heel down hard on top of Santiago's foot and he howls in pain. Rather than releasing her, his grip grows tighter. His ragged, unkempt fingernails dig into her skin. Nan claws his back, kicks him in the knee. Santiago cries out. It's just a picture of him screaming in pain right now. And the darkness is spreading in the meantime. Santiago suddenly lets go of Nan. Henry says that if he ever touches her again, he'll break his neck. Yes, Henry. I don't know how Henry got his arm free, but he's got Santiago in like a chokehold with the lead pipe, I think. I think it's the lead pipe. He's got something. Henry throws Santiago and he collapses into the chapel's single pew. Nan and Henry keep their respective weapons at the ready, watching him. He breathes raggedly, deeply. Nan asks him questions, but he stares with glassy eyes, not responding to her queries. He says Nan needs to leave it, that some things need to stay in the dark. Henry asks Nan what they should do with him. He clearly can't be trusted. I don't think that Santiago is a bad guy. I think he's mentally disabled because he's been in this hotel for 2 months, longer than anyone else. He's genuinely mentally unsound. And he needs help, but he can't get it because he's trapped in Crazy Town. Damn it, I'm just trying to close some tabs. Let me close tabs. This is so much creepier than NanQuest, and it's so much more intense. God, it's mind-blowing. Because NanQuest, it had its moments. And you're like, oh, well this is unsettling. But it's not something that was gonna affect your brain for the next month or so. This is gonna jar me for a while. This is gonna tear me apart. It's got some disturbing shit. Nan's arm was bitten hard enough to draw blood, and she has some rough scratches. She is badly shaken, but mostly unhurt. Nan has no intention of making any kind of physical contact with him, but despite the fear and anger rushing through her, something in Santiago provokes a reaction. Nan says she forgives Santiago. He is hurt, confused, scared, just like anyone else here. And if there is a way to save him, she will see that he escapes this place too. But she cannot forget what he has done, and warns that if he ever comes after her again, she will be ready. Santiago stares for a long moment. Suddenly, the darkness that was spreading the whole time during the fight is just gone. I don't know where it went. Santiago gets to his feet, and Henry moves between them to defend Nan. He says that what Nan has started may be too late to stop. She will have enemies at all sides. Be careful shining your light around, Nan. You may not always like what you find. Santiago says he's leaving now. Staying any longer in one place is dangerous for him. He says if you want to stop him from leaving, you'll have to kill him. There's no point in killing him. There's really just not. Nothing in that picture. Just let him go. Nan doesn't like the idea of being attacked again, but she won't kill him like this. Without any further comment, Santiago staggers to his feet and stumbles out of the chapel, crouching down and crawling through the tunnel in the wall. It's an animated scene. Whoa! So it shows him standing. First he's hunched, he stands up, he walks through the light. But when he walks through the light, he like kind of shimmers and fades out. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding how I'm seeing it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. No, I'm not crazy. Nan asks Henry if he saw that. Just Santiago leaving, he says. Hard to see in the dark. I ain't fucking crazy. He shimmered. He shimmered or something like a ghost. Or like he put on the invisibility cloak. That's so weird. What does that mean? Nan inspects the book on the podium. It's not a Bible after all. Journal of Father Francis Velasco. The year of our Lord, 1828. That's a long time. That's the last time she time flipped. That was where she went when she met the guy that was like, I'm going to talk to the father. And then the closer he got, she returned back to the present. Nan flips a few pages into the journal. Entry number 86, May the 5th. Supplies came in this morning. Summer is approaching and the grocers are sending in fresh fruits, oranges, and the like. Harvest seemed to be going well. I have misplaced my Bible. Entry number 87, May the 7th. Repairs had begun on the front gate. The metal was becoming rusty. I recovered my Bible. I had left it in one of the pews when speaking to Mrs. Fivela. Nan flips forward a few pages. Entry number 90, May the 11th, Sunday. Last night, I dreamt of a young Spanish woman wearing spectacles and pleading for forgiveness. In the dream, I could not forgive her. I could not even be moved to speak. Morning Mass was briefly interrupted by distant thunder coming from the sea. We may be in for early summer storms this year. Entry number 91, May the 15th. Vermin are becoming more pervasive. They give me little rest. The nights have been growing colder. Summer is approaching, but I am chilled to the bone even in my bed. Nan skips further in. Entry number 104, May the 24th. I read that already. Very cold now. Even the sun does little to dispel this chill. Thunder roars almost nightly. Very cold now. May the light of God warm us. More vermin. Entry number 105, May the 28th. So cold. Vermin everywhere. Infested. Can't get rid of them. I must remember the work of God. Cannot forget the mission. That sounds intense. Everything Weaver could do to make this intense, made intense. Nan skips through more pages. Entry number 114, June the 2nd. My skin is ice. Entry number 115, June the 3rd. A fireplace. That is the answer. I should build a fireplace. It took you this long to figure out you need fire to get warm? A wandering pilgrim has arrived today. He is perfect. He seeks my blessing. I think he will have it. Entry number 115, June the 3rd. That's when she went back in time. That's when she met that guy and the father. The closer he got, she snapped out of it. I wonder what he came there to get a blessing for. Huh. Nan continues looking for answers. She skips dozens of pages and goes far into the journal. Entry number 320. Vermin. Vermin everywhere. Why did they come here? Thunder roars, calling, the pilgrim wants to go. Thunder roars, calling, the pilgrim wants to go. Can't go, not yet. Entry number 321. I notice he's not dating anymore. They don't want to see what I see. Maybe only I can see it. Maybe they will never see it. They will never understand what I am doing. They cannot see this is for them. This is for their souls. So many souls, who do they belong to? Into the fire, into the fire, into the fire, into the fire, into the fire. Basically, he went mentally insane, and now he's killing people. Oh, this is animated! Nan continues flipping through pages, farther and farther, trying to reach the end. Oh, that's depressing. Ah! I hope it's... Entry number 320, December 21st. Today everything changes. Thunder roars. We have been walking... It's animated, so it's switching really fast. We have been walking through an everlasting night. Out of darkness from beyond the sea, our true dawn at last. The dawn is here. Entry number 321, For the Love of God. 335, For the Love of God. For the Love of God. For the Love of God. The next... and the next. It's the same thing over and over and over. Entry number 466. All on both pages, her name. I won't let you leave. That's so terrifying. Ah! Next picture. There's a balcony, like above them, to the left. Well, to their right. And there's someone standing on it watching them. Nan realizes they are not alone. End of part 5. When was that posted? February 22nd, 2012. Man. I need more of this. I need more of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me being freaking insane for the last hour. Totally go check this out. It's on 4chan and the TG area. I don't know what that means because I'm not a 4chaner. You can Google it. Just Google NanQuest. It'll pop up. I'll Google it for you, actually, and then I'll tell you how soon it pops up on the list. No, not the wiki page. The wiki page was useless. So, if you Google NanQuest, the second link from the top, it will pull up a Tumblr page, and it has Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5 listed, and those are all the parts, to my knowledge, that are done. I'll do a little hunting just to make sure. So, yeah, have fun with that. Be ready to be terrified. I've already ruined the ending for you. It's not the ending, but I've ruined some of it for you. Maybe intrigued you. It's so scary. Bye!